Hello everyone, we are back with the Rams franchise. Today we're going to be getting through training camp and the entire preseason, but let's first talk about a couple of undrafted rookies that we signed. Justin Oliver, an interior defensive lineman out of Western Michigan, has good size at 6'4", 294. He is only a 64 overall, but he has a chance to develop pretty quick because he has hidden development. Tim Stewart, a middle linebacker out of TCU, is 6'3", 243. He is only normal dev, but he does have a pretty good overall for an undrafted player at 67, and I think he actually has a chance to start down the line if he works on his coverage. It is just a 62 in the zone department. Matthias Ross, a cornerback out of Baylor, is 5'10", 185. He is a 68 overall with hidden development, so a good chance for him to develop quick as well. He's got good man. The zone coverage, though, that needs a lot of work at just a 55. Jumping into training camp, we'll begin with our starting quarterback, Josh Rosen, who ended up putting on a show and got a gold. And when you get a gold, you do earn an upgrade. And we ended up going field general. He got 2 to his accuracy deep and 2 to his accuracy medium. So with Josh Rosen, he got the big contract this past offseason to be our franchise quarterback after having a good year, where he threw 32 touchdowns and had nearly 4,000 yards. And I have compared it to Geno Smith's 2022, where Geno went off and earned himself a big contract. Now, Geno, he ended up going up in overall quite a bit after that big year, and I think we need to give the same treatment to Josh Rosen. So I have boosted his awareness up by 10, his throw on the run, play action, throw under pressure, and break sack have all gone up by 5, and he is now a 73 overall. We are going to be leaving him at Superstar Dev for the moment. If he ends up having a bad start to the year, we could end up dropping that down to Star. Ben Portis should be an interesting player to watch this preseason. He's a quarterback we took in the 6th round in this past draft out of Louisiana Tech. He's a younger prospect at only 21 years old. He didn't do a perfect job in training camp, but he did do enough to earn an upgrade, and with that upgrade, he got a +1 boost to his throw power, and that is now up to a 94. So he's got a big arm, he's got good short accuracy. He also, on top of that, has great athleticism. He has all the tools to potentially develop into a special quarterback. He obviously needs a lot of work still, but he's got all the tools to potentially develop into one. Antonio Gibson may have not been the running back you were hoping we would sign in free agency. He did a great job in training camp, though, and has me very excited to see what he can do in the preseason and in the regular season. He has a chance to be a true do-it-all running back, a 3-down back with his size being 6'2", 220 pounds, and the pass-catching skills that he has. We'll see what he looks like here in the preseason. Gibson, however, would end up getting bested in this drill by the rookie linebacker Lonnie Culliver out of Kansas State. He ended up earning himself an upgrade and got a +3 boost to his zone coverage, which is fantastic news because the one thing that Culliver has to work on is the coverage. If he's able to get that up, he could be a star very early in his NFL career. We don't have to rush him on the field, though, because we do have Ernest Jones and Devin White ahead of him on the depth chart. You compare that to Addison Caver's situation, the first-round pick we made in this past draft, a cornerback, and he doesn't have that luxury. He is going to have to be good right away and is going to have to be a starter on this defense right away. He did end up getting a +2 boost to his zone coverage, and he does have the size, the speed, and the coverage skills, I believe, to be a starter right away in the NFL. We'll see how he looks in the preseason. The last training camp performance I want to talk about is Jason Taylor II. He put on a show and ended up earning another dev trade upgrade. Yes, he is already up to Superstar X Factor. A reminder, he began last year as a rookie backup for us behind John Johnson III with only normal dev. But we traded away John Johnson III at the trade deadline, and Jason Taylor II took over, and he has not looked back. He has progressed into an easy starting option for us at free safety, and has, of course, that Superstar X Factor development trait. Let's go ahead and jump into some preseason action with a game against the defending Super Bowl champion Chargers. Our first look at the new offense under Mike McDaniel, the new offensive coordinator, and it's not going to start out the way that we wanted it to. A huge loss on a sack, and the offense would end up punting the ball away. The defense out there, and Addison Caver had a chance at an easy pick 6 to begin his NFL career, but he just drops the ball. He at least would help us get a stop on defense. The offense back out there for us. So a handoff right side to Antonio Gibson. He'll get sprung loose by Mike Williams, who gave 2 great blocks on that play. And Gibson would break a tackle and take it deep into Chargers territory, showing off the speed. We would end up settling for a field goal, making it 3-0, but still, we got down the field at least. Now a deep ball left side from Josh Rosen, and he connects with Davis Allen, who is all the way to the Chargers 28. He is likely going to be tight end 2 behind O.J. Howard, who I would expect is more than likely going to be guaranteed to be tight end 1. Antonio Gibson getting a carry up the middle on 4th down. He would get stuffed, so we do end up turning it over on downs, but at least we did hit another big play on offense. The defense back out there, and Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson is going to drop an interception, but you can tell we did a great job with the starting group out there on defense, not really giving up anything to Herbert. The last play for the starting offense in preseason game number 1 is a deep ball to Mike Williams, who had to at least make some sort of play against his old team in his only chance to play him this year, unless we meet him in the Super Bowl somehow. Now Gerard Clark and the backups out there on defense and on offense. He'll get a sack. He's trying to lock down that second defensive tackle spot behind Bobby Brown III this year. Stetson Bennett out there at quarterback. Speaking of trying to lock down a spot, he wants to be QB2, but he's going to overthrow Anthony Schwartz, who had a step on his defender. Could have been a walk-in touchdown. From the Chargers 34, later on that drive, a toss offside to Michael Carter. He'll run past the defender, showcasing his speed, taking it inside the 20. We would end up kicking a field goal, unfortunately, so still no touchdowns for us in the preseason. The Chargers trying to score before the end of the first half, and a deep ball right side is caught behind Lonnie Culliver. The rookie linebacker is going to give up a long touchdown pass. We talked about it earlier. He has to work on his pass coverage if he wants to be an every down linebacker in the NFL. Now in the third quarter, Ben Portis out there at quarterback. His first play in the NFL is going to be a fumble. It is at least recovered by Foreman, but that's not the way you want to start out your NFL career. 3rd and 7. Portis, how about his first pass attempt in the NFL? He's going to extend the play, throw on the move across his body. It is dropped by Ben Skoranek. It was a good throw on the move. Maybe not the best decision, but an accurate throw, and one that Skoranek should have caught. Now later in the third quarter, Portis on a read option. He'll take it across midfield and be hit out of bounds late, so the long run gets even longer. From the 12, a fake to Foreman and a screen left side to Tutu Atwell. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, and falls across the goal line for a touchdown. And it was really 3 rookies that allowed this play to happen, blocking-wise. Vernon Hitchens, Brian Sandridge, and Melvin Francois all had great blocks on that play. The 2-point conversion attempt for the Rams is a toss offside to Foreman that is executed perfectly, and that is going to give the Rams a 7-point lead in the third quarter. Back on offense, a handoff to Foreman. He'll bounce it outside, and he's going to get sprung loose by Vernon Hitchens, who gives another great block. And Foreman is able to take it to the Chargers 33. 3rd and short as we begin the fourth quarter. Portis is going to cough the ball up again, and this time it's going to be recovered by the Chargers. So already 2 fumbles for Portis in the preseason, and we haven't even played a full game. Now at the end of the fourth quarter, the Chargers with a chance to win it, if they could score a touchdown. On the final play of the game, it's going to be a quarterback run after nobody was open, and Lonnie Culliver stops it well short of the end zone, so we do win preseason game number 1. Now in preseason game number 2, we are taking on the Raiders. It's going to be a flip pass to O.J. Howard to start the day. How many tight ends do you know that can take the ball 21 yards on a flip pass? Yeah, he has great speed. I'm excited to see him this year. On 4th down, a pass over the middle is caught by Cooper Kupp. We can't forget about him in this offense. He is still going to be our number 1 wide receiver. We have to go to him as much as we can when he's open. Now a deep ball left side is caught by Anthony Schwartz, and he will score. He was on our practice squad all of last year. He has great speed, and I think you're going to be seeing him a lot more the rest of this preseason action. A deep ball right side is batted away by Cameron Dantzler, who is still trying to show he is cornerback 1 on this team. We are back on offense, already across midfield. A deep ball left side is caught by Anthony Schwartz in stride, and he's got his 2nd touchdown of this 2nd preseason game. A very impressive throw from Josh Rosen, but we have to acknowledge that Anthony Schwartz is looking great out there. That 96 speed rating is no joke. Here is Devin White getting a strip sack, and he's also going to dive on it and recover it himself. He was our big free agent acquisition this offseason on defense, and he looks pretty good so far in the preseason. Antonio Gibson, he had a huge hole there and gets it across midfield, but at what cost? Brian Sandrich is injured on the play, and he's going to head back to the locker room, and this is going to end his preseason. Now, later on the drive, we are facing 4th and 2 from the Raiders' 24. Rosen has time and goes deep left side, hitting Puka Nacua, who hangs on through a big hit, and is down to 2, making it goal to go. A good catch by Puka. 3rd and goal from the 1. We go under center and run it with Antonio Gibson, who is trying to prove he can even score from the short distance with the boxes loaded, and he does end up getting into the end zone. 3rd and 5, the Raiders' backup quarterback out there in John Smith. He was a first-round pick, and he's going to be sacked there by Josh Metellus. Late in the first half, Smith is facing more pressure and going down again, this time sacked by Byron Young, who we are hoping can have a even better second year than he had at first, which was really good. On 3rd and 6 in the 3rd quarter, it is Jalen Redmond getting a sack. He's trying to earn himself a roster spot. He's not guaranteed one. 3rd and 4, Stetson Bennett is going to check it down, and he's going to miss Michael Carter, who was open. Stetson Bennett, 4-9 in this preseason game, and he really has not been very good so far in any action in the preseason. A huge stop here by Ronnie Perkins, who is trying to earn himself the last available edge rusher spot on this team. He just absolutely blew up that play. The last play of the game is going to be a read option keeper for Ben Portis, who runs past the defender and jukes out another, is across midfield, and he's going to run out of gas, but another long run by him as we win this preseason game, even easier than the first, winning 30-12. We are taking on the Colts in our final preseason game. It's going to be a hands-off left side to Gibson, who had no chance on the play. He'll be stuffed in the backfield for a loss at 2. 3rd and 15 from our own 20. Not looking good on this opening drive, at least until this. A deep ball over the middle is caught by Cooper Kupp. He's got one man to beat. He dive and a miss, and he will score a long touchdown to get the day started for this Rams offense. After 2 negative plays, they get a long touchdown. The Colts offense would strike right back, so we are back out there on offense. O.J. Howard keeping a drive going by catching a pass over the middle of the field. Now 3rd and inches from the Colts 22. Rosen fires right side of the end zone. It is caught by O.J. Howard again. A perfect throw from Josh Rosen, who now has 2 touchdown passes in the early going. Actually, in the first quarter, he got both of those. A handoff left side to Taylor as our defense tries to hold strong. They stop Taylor there for no gain. 3rd and short from the 10. It's Taylor right side. He'll fight off Jordan Fuller, but he's not going to fight off Devin White. He'll be stopped in the backfield, and the Colts would end up settling for a field goal. Let's see if Josh Rosen can't keep up his hot start. He hits Puka Nacua on the left side. He spins past the defender, and Puka Nacua is up near midfield. He is expected to be our wide receiver 3 this year behind Cooper Kupp and Mike Williams. 3rd and short. Rosen with the pocket collapsing around him. He's going to fit this ball over top of the linebacker into Cooper Kupp's hands, who is up to the 8, and he's going to make it goal to go. Another great throw from Josh Rosen. 3rd and goal. Rosen has nobody open, so he takes off up the middle and powers his way into the end zone for a touchdown. You don't like seeing him risk an injury in the preseason by running like that, especially after what we went through last year with Matthew Stafford, but he did score a touchdown, and he is still healthy at the moment. A run right side by Jonathan Taylor, and he's got to take it inside the Rams 30. A huge hole is opened up for him, and now a catch on the left side by their free agent acquisition at tight end, Noah Fant. He is going to score a touchdown, and the Colts answer right back, scoring a touchdown on just 2 plays. At the 2-minute warning, Rosen has time and goes deep right side for Anthony Schwartz, and he's going to hit him in stride again. Another long touchdown by Anthony Schwartz. A great throw again from Josh Rosen, who has been really great in the preseason. And Schwartz has been the standout of the entire preseason, at least for us. A throw left side to Jonathan Taylor on a wheel route. He's going to burn a cornerback in Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson. We just have no answer for this Colts offense right now. Now in the second half, a sack by Byron Young, a positive play for our defense. It's about time. Second and 15. They hand it off to Taylor left side. He jukes out Caver, pinballs around, jukes out Jordan Fuller, and finally is going to be stopped a yard short of the first down marker. 3rd and 1. They give to JT, cuts it back inside. He's got a first down, spins off a defender into the open field, and he's gone. He'll go 52 yards on 3rd and short, and the Colts are going to take the lead in the 3rd quarter. Our defense just can't stop Jonathan Taylor. Now getting late in the 3rd quarter, Richardson is going down again. Sacked by Byron Young again. His second sack of this game. He played a pretty good preseason overall. 3rd and 14. Richardson is going to throw it left side, and there is Noah Fant getting brought down right away. Our defense is finally able to get a stop of some sorts. We jump to the 4th quarter with backups out there for both teams. One of our backups is Matthias Ross, and he's going to stop a pass in the flat for a loss of 1. You don't really see that very often. 3rd and 9. Drew Lock with time, but it's running out, and he's going down. He's going to be sacked by Nick Hampton. The backups for the Rams are able to get a stop. Can they get another one, though? We are down 42-28 and need to get this ball back to our offense, and we will by getting another sack. DJ Wanham, the one to get there this time. So Ben Portis, can he make something happen? Facing 3rd and 10, he goes down the field under pressure, and it's 2-2 Watwell, who is across midfield down to the 34 of the Colts. A big pass there from Ben Portis. Now 2nd and long. Portis goes left side and hits Amari Rodgers inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 3, back-to-back. Good throws from Ben Portis. He's going to keep it on a read option. Left side, he's got the edge. He will score. And the Rams are going to make things interesting, making this a 1-score game late in the 4th quarter. Can they get this ball back, though? They failed the onside kick. A stop right away by Justin Oliver as Lonnie Culliver appears to be injured on the play. And he's going to head right back to the locker room, and this, of course, is going to end his preseason. The Rams defense would get the stop, so Ben Portis a chance to make something happen. He's going to go deep left side. He's got a man wide open in Anthony Schwartz, and he hits him in stride. And Schwartz is going to hop his way into the end zone with a last-second touchdown. And the Rams are actually going to go for 2. They want the win. They don't want the tie. Portis facing a blitz, swings it out right side to Carter. He's met, and he's going to be pulled down just shy of the end zone. So the Rams fail the 2-point conversion, and we do lose this one 42-41. We end up going 2-1 in the preseason, and we now have some stats to go over. Let's start at quarterback, where Josh Rosen is clearly quarterback 1, but what are we going to do at quarterback 2? I think Portis outplayed Bennett, but did he outplay him by enough to earn that backup quarterback spot as a rookie? Anthony Schwartz, he had a great preseason, definitely enough to make the team, but is it enough to actually have some sort of role in this offense in the regular season? Melvin Francois, it's pretty clear that he is going to be our starting left tackle to open the regular season. He didn't allow a single sack in 128 downs played. Foreman, he earned that RB2 spot behind Gibson, with Michael Carter being RB3. On defense, DJ Wanham had a strong showing with 4 tackles for loss and 2 sacks, but not enough to start. Matthias Ross, he tied for the lead in tackles in the preseason with Lonnie Culliver, so I think Matthias Ross may end up making the team. Lonnie Culliver, he's going to make the team, obviously. He had 3 pass deflections, though, which actually did end up leading the team. We do unfortunately have 2 injuries to go over, the first one being to rookie center Brian Sandrich, who is going to miss the first game of the regular season with a pulled groin. So Brian Allen will get the start in Brian Sandrich's place in week 1, but after that, I don't know what's going to happen at center. We could roll with the veteran in Allen, or we could turn things over to the rookie in Sandrich. At middle linebacker, Lonnie Culliver, he's a rookie as well, and he's going to miss our first 2 games of the regular season with an abdomen tear. We weren't planning on starting him right away, since we do have Ernest Jones and Devin White, but it does suck that he's going to miss the first 2 games of the regular season. We had to make 21 roster cuts, and here they are. There are a couple of surprises on this list, like Cooper Hodges, Logan Bruss, Josiah DeGuara, and even Stetson Bennett. He just didn't do enough in the preseason this year or last year to make the team, so he ends up getting cut. Here is a look at the practice squad. Zach Evans, Rashad Torrance, a couple of guys that were actually on the active roster all of last year, but they just didn't do enough in training camp in the preseason to make the active roster this year. This is a look at the lineup we're going to be rolling out there in week 1. Not really that many surprises. I am interested to see how much we can utilize Anthony Schwartz after that strong preseason showing. Here is a look at our schedule for the upcoming season. We play a bunch of primetime games this year, including the final primetime game of the regular season where we take on the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. But to open the year, we have a division rival on our hands right away. The Arizona Cardinals are a team that beat us twice last season, and they ended up with the #1 overall pick, and they had a good offseason. Can we beat them this year? Can we start the season off the right way? I want to hear your thoughts down below on the upcoming season and the preseason that we just played. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.